Hi all, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today let us discuss about Docker server installation. Before discussing about installation, previously we used GitHub, right? So by using GitHub, we can push our code to the GitHub. Also, we can access the code which is developed by developers. We can access it from anywhere. Same way, by using the Docker, we can pull our infrastructure from Docker Hub from anywhere. You can access your environment. Now, let us try to install Docker. Let us try to understand what are the prerequisites we need to install Docker. Okay. So prerequisites. Today, let us try to install Docker using Ubuntu server. Ubuntu server. We need one Ubuntu server. Install Docker. Install Docker. Once we install Docker, install one application, test application. Let us try this. First, let us take the server in the Azure cloud. Azure cloud. We can install it anywhere, right? Whether it is Azure, AWS, Google, right? So let us try to go to AWS cloud. Sorry, Azure cloud. Let me create one server here. Okay. So before that, let me create a picture here in Azure. First, we need to take one resource group. Under that, we need one virtual network and one subnet. Resource group. VNet, our virtual network, and subnet. Let us select. Create one new resource group, or you can use existing one also. Let me create new resource group. Docker server or Docker dev rg. Okay, and let me location Australia East. Right? You can select any region. Right? Currently I have selected Australia East. Server name Docker dev. Okay. So currently I'm taking default options without high availability. Okay. Let me take Ubuntu OS. Also, here we are taking minimum configuration 2 CPU and 4 GB B2S. Size B2S currently I'm selecting around 2000 rupees per month. Right. Let me select authentication as well. Let me select the username as Docker admin and password. Let me select default options, default ports. So let me select default storage. And here I can use existing network. Real time we need to use existing network and subnet, whatever network being provided, right? Those things we need to use. Right? Currently I'm taking default virtual network and subnet one's public IP address. Okay. Let me take all these values, default values, right? Monitoring. Okay. It may take 1 minute time. Currently, we are creating Docker server, Ubuntu OS, right? Ubuntu OS. Next, once we create a Docker server, next we can install Docker installation by using, let us go to the Docker portal, right? This is the portal, Docker installation portal. Here you can find out the versions, like which OS you are going to install, whether it is CentOS, Debian, right? Different OS. Currently, I'm taking Ubuntu, which is concerned at Debian, right? So in Ubuntu also, you can select different versions. Currently, Docker supporting only 18.0 from 18.04 only, right? Currently, I have selected 20.04, right? Ubuntu 20.04. Okay, so these are the different versions. Also, we can observe different steps here. Installing using repository, Docker repository, right? So these are the steps I need to complete. Okay. Let us follow the documentation. Currently, I'm opening all the ports because I want to host some applications as well. So in real time, we need to open the ports as per requirement. Let me give the lowest priority. Let me try to connect the server with PowerShell. You can connect the server with PowerShell or Git Bash or Putty. You can use anyone. Okay. Let us use the syntax SSH, username, Docker admin, @ our server IP address. Okay. Server IP address. This is the one. Okay. Now I'm able to log in. Docker server, right? Docker server name is Docker dev, username is Docker admin, right? Let us follow the instructions, installation instructions. Right? First one, let us try to update the repo. Right? Currently, I'm updating Ubuntu repo, latest packages. Next, let us try to add Docker official GPG key. Here you can select these commands and you can enter here. Right? So you can observe this GPG key. Let me try to open. Just open this URL. So it will try to download this GPG key. Just place it here. Right? It's trying to download the GPG key here. Okay. Next steps. Right? So next steps. Let us set up Docker repository. Right? Docker repository here. Okay. Now let us update the repo again. Right? Just observe here. Download.docker.com. Right? Now let us install. You can install latest version or you can use specific version as well. Right? So in real time, we need to use specific version only. Right? So currently, I'm taking latest version. I'm trying to install Docker. Just 1 minute. Okay, install, right? Now you can observe the service as well. Systemctl status Docker, right? We're able to see service. It's up and running, right? Okay. Also, you can observe the version Docker. There is a spelling mistake. Right? Docker version. Now, right? We install Docker, right? Now let us try to install some applications here, right? Let us try to install different applications. Let us observe. This is the Docker server, right? Here we created Docker server. This is the Docker server. Here, let us try to place different applications, right? Different applications. One application you can place. So first, let me install some Jenkins, right? If you want to install any application, right? We need to go for Docker Hub. You can use different repos here. As of now, we are selecting Docker Hub. Later, we can see some other repos as well, right? Here, let me select some images. Jenkins, right? So I can use this Jenkins. You can select this, verify this metrics updated 3 hours ago, right? Let me select this. Suppose if you want to run your containers, right? Application, right? This is the command we can use. Docker run. Now I'm testing application. I'm installing and testing the application. Docker run -itd interactive mode and detachable mode -f name container name Jenkins1, and let me give the some port name as well -p. Let me give some port number 8080 and my Jenkins image name. What is the image name here? You can observe the here Jenkins/Jenkins means here you can observe multiple versions as well. Currently I'm selecting Jenkins latest. You can observe different versions as well, right? So let me select Jenkins/Jenkins latest. Jenkins latest, right? Let me apply it. Let me run this application. Once again. Okay, just run it. I need to provide sudo permissions. Just observe here. It is trying to download the Jenkins image. Right? Just trying to download the Jenkins image from Docker Hub. We can cover one more how to create image, right? We can cover in one more session. Right now, let us try to observe this container Docker ps -a. Suppose if you want to see what are the containers are available in this Docker server, right? Just observe here. This is the container. Currently, we are able to see, right? This is the container. Okay, you can observe. Just give this port number 8080, right? You can access this Jenkins application by using the server IP address colon some port number. Right? This is the Jenkins, right? So by providing the private IP address, we're able to access this Jenkins application. So here we created Jenkins application, right? Here we created Jenkins. Okay, let me try to create one more application. Right? Let me try to create one more application, same Docker server, right? Which is Nginx. Let us say Nginx, right? So for that, let me try one more command here. Right? Docker run -itd interactive mode, detachable mode, -- name, my container name, Nginx1, and -p. What is the port we need to use? Let me use 8081. We can discuss about ports also, networking coming sessions, right? And application port 80. And here I can mention my Jenkins image name. So let us go to the Docker Hub again. Here you can mention Nginx image, right? You can observe this image name. Here you can observe multiple versions, right? Latest, previous version, you can observe different versions are there, right? Currently I'm taking latest version, right? Let me take Nginx latest, right? Let me enter. I need to run with sudo. Just observe here. Right? Let us try to observe docker ps command to list what are the containers are available in this server. Right? First container Jenkins, second container Nginx, right? So here I'm able to see Nginx also. So what is the port number of Nginx? 8081, right? Let me try to access the application with 8081. Here, by using 8080, I'm able to access Jenkins. Same way, let us try to access Nginx application by using 8081. So here we can observe second application, we are able to run some Nginx application. Next application, right? Let me run one more application called HashiCorp Vault, right? Some Vault application, secret and key management application, right? Let me run that. First, let me try to check here, Vault, right? So you can take any version, HashiCorp Vault or Vault, Docker official. Here you can observe different tags, latest, different versions are there, right? Different versions are there. Let me take latest, right? So let me take latest version. Also here you can observe the instructions as well. So always each application will run on the specific port number, right? This application will run on the 8200 port. Just observe here, this is the port it will run, right? Always we need to assign this port only whenever you are running this application, right? Let me write that application, run that command, docker run -itd -name equal to vault1. Here you can mention port. Here we are saying that 8200, right? Coming classes we can discuss about what is this port number. Here we are mentioning two ports, right? One is host port, one is container port. We can discuss more into the networking chapter, right? Okay, and let us mention our vault image. What is the image here? Vault latest, vault latest. Okay, let me run this. Copy it once again. Right? I need to give sudo right? Let us mention Docker PS command. Just see here, we're able to see Vault application as well, right? So by using single Docker server, we're able to see multiple applications. We are able to host multiple applications, right? Just try to access this application as well by using 8200 port, right? Same IP address, but different port number, right? Enter, right? Just see here, it's a HashiCorp Vault application, right? So it's very easy to host the application. If you compare with virtualization also, VMware virtualization also, it's very easy to host the application, right? By using Docker, it's very easy to host the application. This is the Docker server, right? This is all about like a Docker server installation, right? Testing application, some test applications. Right? So coming classes, we'll try to integrate monitoring, how to monitor our Docker containers, right? And some other points we can discuss. Thank you. Thank you for watching.